If one word can best sum up Week 8 in the Marvel vs. DC League, then that word would be big. Let's just see how big it really was. Plenty was at stake in the matchup between our first place, Red Robin, and second place, Incredible Joe Fixit. Joe Fixit started strong thanks to quarterback Tom Brady, who passed for 5 touchdowns, earning 34 fantasy points. But Red Robin got the drop on the big gray guy thanks to his running backs Arian Foster and Jamal Charles. They combined for more than 58 fantasy points. The final score in this matchup, Red Robin 166 to Joe Fixit's 121. Red Robin's score is the highest for a team in a single week since the previous record of 163.22 was set by Mr. Sinister's Minions in Week 13 this past season. Not only that, but combined with Joe Fixit's impressive 121 points, their total score of 287.56 points set a record for the highest scoring matchup in our league's history. That's more than 24 points higher than the previous record since last season in the Week's 15 matchup between Red Robin and Mr. Sinister's Minions. Red Robin was far from the only DC team celebrating a win in Week 8. The Scarlet Speedsters left the Avengers in the dust. The Speedsters running back Matt Forte ran for more than 100 yards and caught a touchdown and even got a 2-point conversion. The Speedsters win this one 86-64. The Sons of Krypton smashed through Chester Shield. The Suns tight end Rob Gronkowski put up a huge day, catching 3 touchdowns for 149 receiving yards. The final score here, Sons of Krypton 108, Chester Shield 80. The Frost Giants had just a 6-point lead against the Gotham Knights going into Monday Night Football. Given running back Alfred Morris has struggled in recent weeks, there was no guarantee he'd deliver, but he definitely did. Morris ran for more than 70 yards and a touchdown. The Gotham Knights win this one, 108-99. That left it up to the Jokers to make Week 8 a clean sweep for the DC division, taking on My Spider-Man. The Jokers had the lead going into Monday night, and Jason Witten's touchdown and 70 receiving yards locked in the win. The Clown Princes of Crime end their 6-game losing streak in a big win, 96-86. Sadly for DC, their sweep was too little too late. Their unexpected 5 wins in Week 8 simply made DC's defeat a little less painful. Marvel wins our annual cross-divisional matchups for the first time, 8 wins to DC's 7. DC's Week 8 sweep meant those of us who predicted Marvel to win with 9 wins were eliminated. That included me. Despite the fact I had the closest prediction for the tiebreaker, I predicted Red Robin and Joe Fixit were combined for 286 points, just 1 point off from the actual score of 287.56. Ironically, Chris's defeat on Monday night helped secure him the win in our prediction contest. His tiebreaker guess was only 203 points, but out of the 4 people who guessed Marvel to win 8-7, that was still the closest guess. This means the Frost Giants will get the first pick at the waiver wire for weeks 9 and 10. Despite their loss, the Frost Giants hang on to 3rd place. Normally that would place them in the 8th position for the waiver order, but their success with the cross-divisional prediction contest puts them in 1st position. We'll see if Chris can use that to secure his team's position as we draw closer to the playoffs. The Incredible Joe Fixit stays in 2nd, but falls a game back in the standings, and Red Robin holds on to 1st place for the 5th week in a row with a league best record of 7-1. With 6 weeks until the playoffs, there's plenty at stake for our teams in Week 9. The Jokers will try to get a winning streak going, but they'll have to upset Red Robin to do it. The Avengers find themselves in a similar dilemma. Like the Jokers, they have a league worst record of 2-6, and they face one of our league's top teams in Week 9, the Incredible Joe Fixit. We've got a tough matchup between Chester Shield and the Frost Giants. While the Giants are in 3rd place, Chester Shield has been hot, outscoring the Frost Giants in 3 of the past 4 weeks. My Spider-Man will go against the Gotham Knights in our only cross-divisional matchup for Week 9, and the Scarlet Speedsters will take on the Sons of Krypton. Both teams have had their troubles in the past few weeks and will be trying to work their way into the top half of our league. We're officially in the second half of the season, which means it's do or die time for many of us as we get closer to the playoffs. We'll find out how that's shaping up next week.